Mara Marini is a Canadian-born actress, writer, and content creator, best known as Brandi Maxxx on Parks and Rec. She's also appeared on Schitt's Creek and Blackish, and has starred in multiple films and festival favorites. Beyond acting, Mara is a wellness entrepreneur centering around longevity, lifestyle, and her beloved Chihuahua Coconut. I'm personally a huge Schitt's Creek fan. So when Mara's name came up and I realized she played Justine St. Pierre, Moira's pyramid scheme sidekick from Allez-vous Cosmetics, I knew we had to have her on the show. Plus, with Coconut, the fierce 2-pound Chihuahua, I get a double booking. Mara, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm super excited. I've watched your shows. You are hysterical.
Thank you. That's so nice.
I'm actually like super pumped. We've been talking about this for weeks.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I even told my kids and they were like,
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah. We love your porn characters. So,
Thanks.
And you brought a special guest.
Yes. Superstar Coconut. Coconut on Instagram.
You know, I'm anaphylactic allergic to coconuts.
Oh, no. Well, luckily
I have an
has
EpiPen. Don't worry. Everything will be fine.
Good.
Okay, we're going to do just like some rapid fire questions. Okay.
I'm
you into that?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Cool. Okay, Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Okay.
What about you?
Instagram.
Yeah. I just like, I'm a loyal Capricorn. And when it comes to like things, I really like to hold on to what.
It's, that. And I feel like it's just, I don't know.
It feels like a Vegas slot machine when I open TikTok. It's like this and this and this. Whereas like Instagram, even though it's not as curated, it's not my friends anymore exactly how I want. Yeah. It's still a little more, I feel like what I want.
Well, TikTok has turned very ad-based as well.
Yeah.
Like there's just a lot of stuff that pops up in that for you that is selling me something.
Yeah.
And like,
I know. Yeah. I feel the same
way. Okay. Horror or comedy, because you have worked in both.
Oh, I have. Comedy for sure.
Comedy?
I love comedy. It's so fun.
How's your scream, though?
Oh, I have amazing horror scream. That's why I've been cast in so many horror films, because my scream. I feel like it's my scream.
Do you die every time?
I think I've died in every one but one, yes. And that one I was severely burned.
Because you went in the basement or like,
yeah, I was
go in the basement,
that
bitch,
dumb idiot. Which one do you like better?
Well, I've never worked in horror, so I'd like to actually. That sounds like fun.
It is fun.
I can scream too.
Yeah.
Ask my boyfriend. No, I'm just kidding. Ask my kids.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, coffee or tea?
Coffee for sure. I'm obsessed with having like my nice little iced coffee in the morning with like my cappuccino mix, and it's just my ritual. What about you?
I'm a coffee girl. I love tea.
Yeah, I'll
Big
have
fan.
some in the afternoon.
Yeah,
but
right?
Coffee like really makes me excited.
It's just something about, it's just like a routine. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, and I don't necessarily need it. And sometimes I try to go off of it because I think maybe it's affecting me or something. But
you are stronger than me. I never try to go.
I try. I'm just a health nut on some level because I kind of have to be. But
no, me too.
I'm a coffee fan. Love it.
Love it.
What's your favorite coffee place?
Well, that's a great question. There's this cute little place in Hawaii that I actually love, but because I just make my little Nespresso. Mm-hmm. And then there's a cute little place near me called Tiago that makes really good coffee. But in general, I try to stay away from like the Starbuckses of the world. I feel like they doesn't taste good.
It tastes like burnt coffee.
Yes!
I like those little boutique-y ones with the kid with the terrible mustache and, like an ironic baseball cap, that
like
says
the
like
hipstery ones.
Bass Pro Shop or something, which is, never been fishing. But,
yes.
Right? Have you ever been hunting, kiddo? I don't think you have,
100%.
Early bird or night owl?
Well, I feel like I used to be such a night owl, and now my sleep is so important to me. Like all my friends make fun of me because I'm like the 9 to 12 hour girl. Like when Dakota Johnson said something about like I need 12 hours, I'm like, finally someone sees me.
No, that's me.
Yes.
I require.
It is so important.
Yeah.
Like I'm a different human if I don't get that sweet spot. So
yeah. We don't like her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's rough. My bed is my favorite hello and my heart is goodbye. Yes. It is, I require a lot of sleep.
Same. Thank you. So I wouldn't say early bird because I don't want to wake up at like 4 a.m., but I do go to bed early, so I'll wake up earlier. But
it always throws
like
me off when I have to, have like those early call times.
Oh, God.
Or, I did for a while. I ran 3 marathons, and I also used to train, but I had a crazy work schedule and 2 small children. And so the only time I would get to work out is like 4 o'clock in the morning. And It was brutal, and I don't even know how I did that. I have no idea.
That's incredible.
I have
that's so
I have no
hard
clue.
for me. Like the
No clue.
early.
I'm not an early bird
I don't like it
at all. At
So
all.
like maybe
I'm like
afternoon.
10 o'clock, we're good.
Yes. I really thrive in the afternoon. I'm solar powered, so as soon as the sun goes down, I kind of shut down.
Yeah, if it's still dark outside when I have to wake up,
No, it's
I'm
not
not going to be pleasant for a couple of hours. You're just going to have to give me some time.
Same.
Okay, if you had a pet parrot, what would you teach it to say?
Oh my gosh. Probably some like amazing like affirmations or manifestations or like amazing compliments. So I wake up every morning to like, you're so gorgeous or something.
I mean, I probably would just teach it inappropriate shit so that people, if they came over, they'd be like, what the fuck did that bird just say?
That's good. That's better than mine.
What did he say? Okay, what is your spirit animal?
I think a dolphin.
Why?
Because, I mean, it's the closest thing to like a mermaid, I guess, and a mermaid's not real. I just love I love the ocean. I feel like it'd just be so fun to like, sharks are scared of them. Like they're just gliding through life.
Sharks are scared of dolphins?
Yeah, dolphins will come up and like hit it in its stomach.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah,
Huh.
and they're like, who doesn't love dolphins?
I just read an article and then I kind of did a deep dive because I thought it was fascinating that they sexually assault people fairly often.
I feel like one almost did it to me.
I swam with the dolphins, I
Yes.
did that whole thing, but
Yes.
I didn't get dry hump, so I don't really know how that.
I swam with them, and one of the dolphins kept coming up to me, and my ex at the time, it kneed him in the shin with its nose, and then cut off the exit when I was supposed to get out. And the trainer was like, "I think this dolphin really likes you." I was like, "Oh my god, I feel so special."
Try to kill your boyfriend, and
I love it. You should have. Just kidding.
in hindsight.
In hindsight.
Okay, Mexican or Italian?
It's so hard because I love tacos and I'm such a crazy person. I bring my low carb wraps to the taco place, like my favorite place, El Compadre in Hollywood. They know me. I'll bring like my low carb wraps and like switch it out. But I am Italian. So like I learned how to cook gnocchi with my grandma and like fresh, pasta sauce. I'm
Sicilian. I'm
so
with you on that.
It's hard because I eat so healthy that I can't really eat a lot of I'll make a protein pizza instead of pizza,
Yeah.
But I probably eat Mexican more just because I can kind of do my low carb wrap situation with it.
Okay.
What about you?
I would say Italian.
It's so good.
It is.
So good.
It is. It's my roots.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I mean, it's a great question. I've never thought of it that way. I always take the wiener out and put it in my low carb wrap anyway. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it's meat in bread.
Yeah, so technically
it kind of is.
Yeah. That's fair.
Dogs or cats?
Well, I think I have to go with dog. I love all animals, but I just feel like, I've just bonded more with dogs. I've never met a cat that really loves me, and so it's hard for me to. Although I want them all to thrive. Yes,
they are. They're like, oh, you're home.
I know.
By the way, I sprayed on your sofa.
But
dogs are like, oh my god, you're home. Yes, fuck yes, yes. And cats are like.
Dating in LA is hard enough. I need something that I come home that loves me no matter what.
Exactly. Okay, night in or night out?
Oh, I love both at different. Just depends on my mood. It's a hard one to answer.
Depends on how many hours of sleep I got that night.
100%. 100%. I have to be really excited about something to want to go out. So if it's something I'm, mediocre about, you're like, oh, I got to do this. I committed to this. But if it's something
I always
exciting,
try to back out. I do that all the time. I'm like, why did I commit to this?
I know. I committed to this
when I get out, I have fun. But
totally.
It's that barrier to get out the front door.
Totally. Lately, it's been a lot of because I was double teaming Love Island UK and Love Island US, so I feel like I've wasted so much time in front of the television. But Love Island UK is so good, you guys.
I haven't watched any of it.
The US one I hate watch, but the UK one is chef's kiss.
My sound guy from my other show does that show, and he said they are terrible human beings.
Oh, that's why I hate watching the American one. They don't even show
up for their interviews or anything of, he's like, they just don't even show. They just, I'm like,
that tracks.
He's like, now they're in breach of contract, and they just don't even care.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Schitt's Creek or Parks and Rec?
Oh, I have to go Parks and Rec. Just because it was so special, and the arc that they gave my character, they're both wonderful shows with wonderful writers and wonderful people, but just my experience, I was just on
I want to hear about your experience.
It was just so fun. And I think in huge part to Amy Poehler just being so generous. Like, I mean, just one example is, like when there's give and take. Like if you're in a scene and they kind of get your coverage or someone else's coverage, usually the big celebrities that kind of will dip out when it's your coverage because they're like someone else can stand it and say the lines. She stays with you. Like she just made it such a positive experience. She would have during lunch in the makeup trailers, like a dance party. Everyone would dance to get ready for the afternoon. Everyone just had, from the wardrobe to makeup to, writers, everyone was just excited to be there, and it permeated into everything. It was just such an incredible experience.
How did you land that gig?
It's a funny story. I could not get like a good job for the life of me. I was doing a lot of really crappy horror films, and I was like, how do I get seen by some of these bigger casting directors? Because at the time my reps were not great. I have wonderful reps now, but at the time I did not. So yes. So I had this workaround, which, the guy who let us do it ended up getting sued for a lot of money because it's so frustrating. Basically, he was a retired manager, and in order to see what's casting every day, you have to be a manager and agent to see those roles for your clients. Like actors can't see them. So I was paying him under the table to like submit myself as him, and I would see all these amazing auditions, and it was such a great time of life. But anyway, there was a workshop that this casting director for Parks and Rec and some other great stuff was having, and you basically pay and kind of get to like audition for them and do like a scene for them. And I was like, well, I don't know how any other way to get in front of this person. So I go, I do it, and she was like, oh, you're really funny. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Just happened to be a couple days later, this role comes out on the breakdowns, which I'm kind of illegally submitting through, I guess. It's porn star, all ethnicities, guest star on Parks and Rec. And so I submit myself, I make a fake email address, and I email the casting director. I'm like, you just met my client at this workshop. She'd be perfect for this role. You have to bring her in. And then she brought me in, and I booked it. And then I ended up, getting into the next episode, which Amy Poehler wrote and directed. That won an Emmy. But it was funny because I just thought it was one episode. So I was platinum blonde and I dyed my hair chocolate brown thinking, well, that was such a fun experience. And then they called my reps and they're like, oh, we want to bring her back. So my hair was fried. I went platinum to chocolate brown to platinum in like
I know
7 days.
I know the drill. That is painful. Oh my gosh. But still.
But I was so grateful. I mean,
it's
worth it.
It's why it happened because you did that.
Yes.
Right? So I'm curious, who came up with the name Brandi Maxxx? Because with Brandi with an I also.
I know. I mean, the writers, I'm not sure which writer envisioned her, but and then I think she was just supposed to be a one-off. And then I was in the makeup chair my first day. Rob Lowe comes up from behind me and he puts his hand on my shoulder. He's like, oh my gosh, I almost kissed you on the head. I thought you were Amy Poehler from behind. And I was like, oh, you could have kissed me because he's like a Ken doll. He's so symmetrical and handsome. But anyway, I think
symmetrical and handsome.
I think they
and like ageless. He doesn't age,
yes, he's
right?
so gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I think they on that episode saw that we kind of look similar and kind of went with this funny like, oh, I'm trying to be like her. Oh, we're friends. And she's like, no,
we're not friends.
And then that kind of blossomed into more. So it was fun.
Because Brandi with an I is my
Yes.
name obviously, and
it's rare.
I've always kind of struggled with this. Like I feel like my parents just like never gave me a chance. They were like, listen, here are your options. Centerfold or stripper. Because nobody takes Brandi seriously on a business card. They're like, yeah, she sounds smart. You know what I mean?
No.
And also, my boyfriend's last name is Beaver.
No. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Brandi fucking Beaver.
That's incredible.
I know, right?
I mean, you have to take his last name.
No. I'm like, you know what? I work in television. I have a persona. I can't do it.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah. Also, it's like my middle name is Lee also.
Oh my
Brandi
gosh.
Lee. Mm-hmm.
That's
and
so
I'm from
cute.
Texas. So it's like number 3 or 2 or 3 on the white trash list.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Where in Texas are you from?
I'm from Houston.
Oh, nice.
Originally. Uh-huh.
I've been to Houston. It's cute.
Where are you from?
I'm from Winnipeg, Canada.
Mm-hmm. I like
Very
Canada.
exciting. I mean, I love it. It's just the winters were so
should have been an ice
cold.
skater.
Yeah. I was not meant to be. I was meant to be born in like a tropical jungle, not the frozen Arctic. I just can't do it.
It's so cold there. I mean, I love Toronto. I think it was one of the funnest cities I've ever been to. But
the winters are brutal.
no, I can't. I'm so not a fan of being cold. Like I will
hate
visit
cold. Yes.
for a couple of weeks, and
Yes.
then I'm spent,
I
my skin
know.
is dry and
know.
keep layering and it's not working,
So many layers. Like Toronto in the summer, I think is one of the funnest places. I've traveled a bunch and I just love Toronto in the summer. It's so fun. Everyone's out in the patios. Everyone is like in a good mood. But then those winters hit, and I'm like, I gotta get out.
Yeah, I understand.
It's really,
I understand
really
you
intense.
100%. I don't understand when people are like, "When's winter coming?" I'm
I
like,
know.
"Shut up!
What do you
Stop
want?
manifesting that."
Exactly.
I'll rather bitch about it being hot than be cold all day long.
Yes.
All day long.
I love the heat.
Aw. So from there, you went to Schitt's Creek.
Yes, which was really
Directly
fun.
after?
It wasn't directly after, no. I'm trying to think of the timeline was, but it was so much fun, and I auditioned a bit for another role in the series, and they ended up giving me this role because I had a lot of callbacks for the other role, which was fun, and I knew some of the people in the cast from just Canadians kind of know one another, and it was just
Canadians just know each other.
we just find each other. We just find each other, and it was really fun. That was a fun experience too.
That's just a fun show.
It is a really fun
it's
show.
hysterical.
Yes.
So both of those have been gone for a while. I mean,
Yeah.
what do you do to survive in the interim? Because I know that it is such a struggle for me and so many other people that I know.
Yeah.
This is really hard business, and people don't
Yes.
really understand.
Yeah.
And they just think we're just sitting pretty all the time because
I know.
you had this really cool role for a minute,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, but I haven't worked in
Yeah.
6 months,
No,
and
I
what do I
know.
do now? I'm
I
like
know.
struggling.
It's crazy. I mean, I'm writing my own stuff. I have a few different projects in different stages of development, which is really exciting, and I'm really excited about those. But then also, I shot a fun film, a David Mamet film last year, and another couple films that are slated to come out. One in Greece, which was fun. So just constantly, hands in different pies, and then Coconut. If things don't work out, can it be the Kris Jenner of Chihuahuas? Because her little Instagram's taking off, and then
She's so much
she's
tinier
paying
than
the
I
rent.
thought she was.
I know, she's so funny.
Guys, she's so little. She's like this big. I would step on that poor dog all the time.
I know, and then I'm an ambassador for this patented clinical product company, and we do this like bioavailable collagen that I'm obsessed with, and some other amazing products. It's been really fun, like just diving into the wellness world because I'm so passionate about fitness and nutrition, and so it's kind of a natural.
Have you
avenue.
always been that, or is it something you kind of?
I've always been, because my parents were always really, really big on fitness. Like I just remember before school, I would do like a workout video. Like I was always like very like working out is really
What
important.
was your go-to? Is it like Denise Austin or something?
I did thighs of steel, buns of steel, abs of steel. I did the Elle McPherson one, the Cindy Crawford one. I was obsessed. Such a weirdo. My brother's like, "Why are you jumping at 6 a.m. before school?" But and then a lot of my exes like have been in kind of like the fitness world too. So I just felt like I've always kind of just gravitated towards being active and healthy and learning new
Did you
things.
play sports?
And I'm a fan of sports, but I don't really play them. I'm actually not a fan. I appreciate them.
Okay, aerobics.
I'm a fan of
aerobics.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
You're like go sports, go
Yeah.
teams.
I'm a fan, Yes, I'm a fan of whoever I'm
just
dating
here
this
for the
point.
non-alcoholic beer. Here for the $16 water.
Yes, exactly. So fun. Yeah.
You've obviously been in some great comedies, and you've had some fantastic comedic characters. I mean, when did you first realize like I'm kind of funny?
So it was interesting. Ever since I was 4 years old, I knew I wanted to be an actor. I knew I wanted to move to LA. So I was always very much a Capricorn. Like it was just like climb that mountain, get that goal. And when I was 6, I just started memorizing out of my mom's Shakespeare books. So she's like, "Fine, I'll put you in acting." I don't know what to do with you. Like my parents were not in the industry. I wish I had a sprinkle of nepotism. And so then they put me in acting school, and I fell even more in love. And then I would have teachers consistently say, "Oh, you're really funny. I bet you'll work a lot when you're older. You're really funny." And then as I got older, I would get like compared to like, young Jennifer Coolidge and stuff like that. And I was getting all these fun. But at the time you want to be like, "No, I'm the beautiful ingenue. Why does no one see this?" But then I obviously leaned into it. And I was like, yeah, I feel very much at home with comedy. I'm classically trained, but comedy's just my favorite. I think there's like a natural almost musical rhythm to it, which when you're in the flow, it just works, and it's just so fun. And I love making people laugh. And then I've, gotten compared to like a young Betty White before, like things like that make I'm just very, she's my idol, so I'm just very grateful for any of those comparisons.
I love that.
But so maybe I'll work a ton. I'll be in a Golden Girls when I'm older.
That was actually a great fucking show.
It's my favorite show.
It's so good.
Nothing makes me happier when that theme song comes on. I'm like, oh,
it sounds silly. Like if you have never seen it,
it stands the test of time.
Give it a watch because it's pretty.
It's
funny.
still laugh out loud funny considering
really
how long it was made, how long ago it was made. That it was for older women, and it's hysterical.
It's so funny.
It's so good.
It's so funny. I think it's kind of because of the tone of the 80s and 90s, like everybody just looks so much older, right?
Yeah.
Like I think Rue was maybe 48 or 49 or something,
I think you're right. Yeah.
And Sophia was actually one of the youngest ones.
Yes.
Which is the funniest part.
It's really funny. If you watch the pilot, you can see the age makeup was like really bad in the pilot, and then they got it together once the show was. But it's just so good.
It's so good.
It's so wonderful.
Good. Yeah, well, everybody has plastic surgery and Botox and all
collagen.
of the things now. It's so advanced, but everybody looked so old when I was a kid.
But also, I think it's because we're living longer. We're longevity wise, we're taking better care.
Collagen.
Yes, we're taking care of ourselves. I think it's just we're not smoking. We're not we're doing these things that it's not the same playbook anymore.
It's not.
Which is nice.
It's not. You're right. We're not doing the 2 martini lunch. Just totally boring, but whatever. So as somebody who has had kind of these over-sexualized parts,
yes.
How has that kind of, what kind of situation has that created for you outside of, TV and your real life scenarios? Do people treat you differently?
It is interesting. Okay, hi, Coconut. Especially when
she wants to speak on this. She's like, yeah, I know. Hold on, let me talk. Especially
when I was super platinum, like very platinum. I feel like you're just typecast sometimes in those situations for sure. I even had as my bio on social media for a while, I'm not a porn star. I just play one on TV because people would message me like and no offense, I'm not shaming sex work or anything, but I don't know how to describe, this was just a show. It's just a character. I don't know how to describe it any other way. But definitely was a bit challenged. And I wanted to, prescribe to the whole Dolly Parton of it all. Yes, I'm platinum and have curves and stuff. It doesn't have to mean XYZ, you know what I mean? And even Brandi Maxxx, she was a porn star with a heart of gold. So it's just what?
I have experienced this on such a level, and I was in a reality TV show about cleaning out storage units, but they, from right out of the gate, they over-sexualized me, and I got the grossest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. My DMs are like a dating website, where they're like, let me see your pussy. They would just say disgusting things, just so out of bounds where I was just like, oh my God. And I would get thousands every day. I would get weird shit in the mail. I would have stalkers. It's out of bounds.
Yeah.
And my friends would be like, Brandi, you got to say something to this dude. And I'm like, no, I will never engage.
Yeah.
That is the dumbest thing that I can possibly do.
I know.
So during COVID, I was bored, and I started screenshotting their DMs along with their handle and putting them in my stories.
Good for you. I love it.
Yeah, they made it out to be like I was some sort of feminist pioneer or something, and that really was. I just thought it was funny. They'd have I love my wife and Jesus, and
oh my gosh,
yeah, I want to stick my face in your huge tits.
Yes,
yes.
I've called a bunch out on my TikTok too, because I'll just be like, I'll read them out, and I'll be like, the audacity.
Yeah.
Don't get me started.
Or they're like, hey.
Oh, the conversations.
Hey, let me buy your bra. Hey.
Yes.
And then they're like, you don't respond, and they're like, I knew you're a fucking bitch. And you're like, what the hell?
Yes, 100%.
I'm sorry. Am I supposed to engage with you, dirty bird? What are some of your crazy DMs?
Oh my gosh, I have so many. I could just open my TikTok right now because there's so many crazy ones. There's one really funny. There's just so many. One guy wrote me this long message, and he's like, "Hey," and he his photos. He's all he's all preppy and looks like he has a yacht or something, boat shoes, and he He's like, hey, me and my friends are having this party in Manhattan Beach on Saturday. We're looking for a girl who could come and like suck our cocks. 2 of us have had STD tests. I know I'm clean, and if you want to make some money, make $1,000 and suck a bunch of dicks on Saturday, let me know. And I was like, okay, first of all, only 2 of you have been tested. Like everything about this message, and he signs it off like Matt. Like we want to go for ice cream.
Of course, his name is Matt.
I'm like, this is insane.
Love Matt.
I'm just.
Did you say what kind of boat?
Should have.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I mean, they run the gamut from that to like obviously just like very in your face, and then pictures, of course.
Do you?
I have 2 folders of pictures because I wanted to do like a art installation or a coffee table book.
I wanted to make a coffee table book. Yeah, like a dick pic coffee table book.
Yes, because there's so many.
My friend, she used to get a lot of these for some reason, and so she started making art out of the dick pics. She would turn it into like the Leaning Tower. Or she would put it in a fruit bowl, with like apples and oranges around the dick.
Great.
Like it
oh my God.
I'm like, this is brilliant.
That is fantastic. I love it.
She was like, I can't do it. I don't want to put anybody. I'm like, they're gonna recognize which one's theirs. Like
I know.
Yeah.
I went even
trademark penis. I
even went as far to like get a lawyer to tell me like what can I use, like, and he's like, well, you'd probably have to take out everything surrounding the shaft. But I'm like, but that's the funny part. Like one's next to a Coke can, one's next to a flower. Like I'm like, you've got to show the whole display.
It's always shocking because you're like, oh, okay, good morning.
I've never asked for one. The fact that I have 2 Dropbox
who asks
folders.
for those?
Exactly.
I want to meet the women that are like, please send me a picture of your penis.
My guy friends have said
Please.
they do. So I'm so curious because I'm like, you don't have to. They just do it without you asking.
It's shocking.
I know.
Where you're just like, why? Why did you do that?
I know.
I'm not.
Oh,
like,
I have a screenshot of a great one where a guy's like, send me a pic, and I sent a picture of my face, and then he just sends a picture in the bathroom, totally naked. We'd not met in person yet, even.
Oh yeah.
And I just write back, I think we're looking for different things. Like I don't know what to.
Oh, are you on the dating apps?
Unfortunately.
How does that work? I have a lot of friends, and family that do this, and it sounds like a lot of, nightmare stories. Mm-hmm. But on top of that, because of my, job, I feel like there's no way in hell I could ever do this with, how would they not know it's me? I'd have to,
You have to go on Raya, which I'm on, but it's also...
Is that the only one, though?
Well, it's the only one that's like... At least the one nice thing about Raya is you have to sign in through your Instagram and you have to be accepted to get on. So you can't be catfished because I've been catfished 8 million times.
8 million?
Oh, so many. You have the craziest catfish stories.
I can't wait to hear it.
But that's the one nice thing about it. And when it first started, it was kind of cool because it was like this dating, like this app for creatives with this dating element. But now it's like devolved to just like pro athletes and supermodels and that kind of... It's,
I've dated a few pro athletes.
Same.
Okay, so some of the worst dates experiences.
Oh God, I don't even know. There's so many. I just don't know which one to like give you because
you don't have a like this one was the absolute worst.
There's so many. There's truly so many that
same level dog shit.
Yes. Oh God, which one should I tell you? So okay, there's just what this one comes to mind. This guy we met on Raya. He's worked quite a bit. You'd know who he is, so I won't say anything. But he's in a what do you call that? Like a trilogy, a big trilogy. Anyway, he asked me to go to dinner. Meet him there. It's a pretty packed restaurant. We're chatting. He's talking about himself a lot, but I'm like, okay, it's fine. And we're in the corner table, so I'm facing him and he's facing out. And he's talking to me, talking about himself. Everything's fine. Then all of a sudden he goes, "What the fuck are you staring at?" He starts screaming at this table behind me. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, do you want to switch seats? Are you okay? What's going on? He's like, I'd be fine. Stop fucking staring at me. The whole restaurant goes silent. I am mortified. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then
I've wanted to do that, but I have never done that.
Yeah. Then he just whips back to me and continues on with his story. And I'm like, what just happened? What just happened? So dinner comes, the restaurant's thinned out a little bit. He gets up to go to the bathroom in the US. And then the table's still there. It's 2 older women and an older man. He walks past them and they go, "You're a very rude young man." And he goes, "Yeah, well, you shouldn't be staring at me." And they go, "We weren't staring at you. We were looking at the menu above your head." And there was a menu above his head. And then they yell at me, get yourself a new boyfriend, sweetie. And I just want to crawl in a hole and die. Like I'm sinking in my chair. Cut to, he's walking in my car. He's like, I'd really love to see you again. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is great.
Yeah,
and then he texts me the next day. He's like, hey, what are you doing Friday? You want to do Molly? I'm just like, again, I think we're looking for different things. It was.
What are you doing Friday? Do you want to do Molly?
Yeah. So
wow.
That was one of, that's just one of many. So.
Do you want to do Molly?
Yeah.
Well, what else comes with that? Where are you going to, like, a festival or what?
I have
a
no
nightclub?
idea.
Or you just,
he continued on to send me a poem after that. And I was just like, oh.
He sent you a poem?
He sent me a poem that was really cringe and uncomfortable. And I was like, oh, did you write that? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. Like, it's just, bless his heart. But
Dear
there
God.
was, it didn't go forward.
What are you looking for?
So my first crush was Gaston.
Oh, shit.
So a lot of people I've dated have that sort of look.
Okay, so you like just like the super...
a lot of
a lot of
bodybuilders, a lot of pro athletes.
Turn sideways to get through the door.
But I'm trying to be more open and accept, try to accept more dates, not just from, because that type's really specific and often comes with not the greatest personality qualities. Not always, because there's The Rock. The Rock exists, so there's got to be another one like that. But I don't know where it is.
Well, there's that. It is true. You don't get a lot of intelligent conversations in those scenarios.
And I love good banter
or good humor.
I know. It's
like
one side of my brain
or substance.
I know, but The Rock exists, so there's got to be another one out there somewhere. Somewhere out there. How did you meet your boyfriend?
Through a mutual friend.
Oh, that's
just kind of how
way.
it's always worked for me.
You're so lucky.
I don't necessarily have trouble finding potential boyfriends. But it's a matter of finding a decent professional.
Yeah.
It's not easy on any level. It's much different than it once was. And it's so saturated with these, websites and how people meet each other. And it's so different now. And nobody takes anything seriously anymore because there's so much, if this person is,
everyone's
annoying for a
disposable.
second, you're not going to try to, dive deeper. You're going to on to the next,
Totally.
and they should call these websites wanna fuck instead of,
It's so ridiculous. And they've become validation apps. They're not even, the person doesn't even want to meet you. They just want to, match with someone they think is cute, get that hit of dopamine, and then go on to the next thing. You don't even get, no one's investing in anything. So you're just oh my God, this is exhausting.
Yeah,
and
she
it's
was
so much
cool,
trial
I
and
guess,
error.
but, this other chick is kind of hot, too.
Yes.
I don't know, Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. It really, really is. I've heard so many awful stories.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, where they're like, oh my God, I showed up for coffee and we were just talking for a few minutes and he was like, so are we gonna have sex or? And she's like, what? And I was like, well, hold on. Did you say anything in your conversations that maybe led them to believe that? And they're like, no. I'm like, let me see. Because I think also women are afraid now to not get into those conversations that they're going to stop talking to you now.
Right,
so
right.
I'm like, oh, this and this and oh, this definitely led him to believe that,
Oh, yeah,
because you lose confidence in just trying to get to know each other. And
Totally.
You're afraid they're just going to be like, oh, you know what? You're not interesting,
Yeah, no, for sure. I think there's also an epidemic right now of the opposite, though. Again, it's just the dopamine hit of either the match or the message or even a first date is enough that they don't even and all my girlfriends a lot of them are babes are saying the same thing, that they're not even trying to sleep with them. It's enough to get the validation. It's enough to get it's kind of an epidemic. So I'm like, what's happening? Oh yeah, it's happening. It's really fascinating.
How is that? Are they gay?
Well, I don't know if the testosterone
and they're just trying to like go out for
kind of...
like a bearded situation, or I have never experienced somebody not trying to get into my pants at some point.
I know, it's a new thing. And I feel like maybe it's partly like the testosterone dwindling, partly like, again, like the, just liking the attention.
Stop drinking soy milk, boys.
It's really fascinating though. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah. And I know it's not just me. So like, it's an interesting thing.
I have not heard that.
This. Yeah. Wow. It's really interesting.
Well, plus, okay, dating in LA, Orange County, these areas.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I know that you guys think you have it hard, but it is so much worse. It is so much worse than everywhere else. Everyone has an ego. Everyone is, wants to talk about themselves, or is just
it's the best
so shallow and gross, and like I said, you can't have any kind of good conversation with anybody anymore.
It's so hard. And I think also too, just there's so many beautiful people, which I think women we are just scientifically more wired to want a relationship. So you have these guys, they're just like girls. Like there's no incentive to invest, because you're just like, well, I can date all these babes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I know on their side, they're saying, well, only the top 1% are getting all the babes. Because, like, some girls can filter out. They're not even seeing guys under 6 foot. So I get that, too. But, I don't know.
That always cracks me up, too, the 6 feet thing. I'm 5'3". It says I'm 5'8" on the internet, which, also is a light to see that none of that's true.
Real.
I'm 5'3". But, everyone's taller than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like at this point,
yeah.
I mean, if you're kind of isolating yourself to that scenario, I mean, it is nice to have somebody that's a little taller, so you feel a little more maybe confident in their ability to protect you or something, But I mean,
I'm not a heightist. I've dated 5'9".
Is there a term?
I don't know if I made it up or not. but his biceps were as big as my head, so maybe that's where I have to be. That's
it. Okay.
But there's no filter on that on Hinge or anything. It's just there's no like jacked, athletic.
Is there? Do you have any problems with this AI business where they're putting your head on other people's bodies and making fake accounts and?
Oh no.
No, that's just me.
Yeah, no, I do have some friends that are having that, and I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure it might be out there, and it scares me. So
it's brutal. I don't Google myself, but people send me. They're like, "Did you see this?"
Oh no.
I'm like, oh, God. But there's nothing I can do about it.
No,
So I'm
it's so crazy.
Well, there's that. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of that to look forward to coming forward.
A lot to look forward to, yeah. I've gotten a lot of weird gifts in the mail.
Oh.
Have you?
I got this like woven basket with like this long poem about...
That was the weirdest one, was a woven basket?
It was
like a hand-woven basket?
Yeah, he apparently, he got it from Africa when he was on his trip, and then sent a really, really long poem about it. And I know who the person is.
You know who sent it to you?
Well, I know because he's tried to DM me multiple times and tried to match with me on every app, and I've never... he sent it to my manager. I don't know. He wouldn't be able to get my address, hopefully. But that was just odd because I was just like, so what compelled... But yeah, but I think because how did they get your address?
That's a tough one. I have tried very hard to keep my address, out of public because I've had some stalkers.
Yeah.
I get letters from prison. I had one person in one of these very long letters say that, you're really hard to find. I had to get my sister to hire a private investigator. I'm like, oh my God. Like
That's
this is how far you're going, in order to find me. I had a store also for a while, so I would get a lot of things to my shop.
Yeah.
And that I got an elephant's foot.
What?
Mm-hmm. A real one, with the toenails and the hair.
No.
Mm-hmm. I was like, what is this, like a rabbit's foot? Am I supposed to put it on a fucking keychain? Like, what is this? Why? It said in the letter, like, I could get it wet and mold it into maybe, like, something to put by the front door to put my umbrellas in or something. Like, why would you send someone this? Like, this is insanity.
That poor elephant.
I know.
That's awful.
I know. I didn't even know what to do with it. I was, like, called animal control, and they were like,
Oh my
Because I was, I
God.
didn't want to throw it away, but I didn't want it there anymore. It
Yeah.
was freaking me out,
That's
and
crazy.
yeah,
People are nuts.
I know.
Nuts.
I know. I'm like, what? Why? I don't understand.
You win. Elephant foot woven baskets.
Well, thank you. I got a check for $40 one time, and the letter says the $40 is for 2 pairs of your shoes. I'm like, 2 pairs of my shoes, $40. The first pair is for me to put on my front porch so that my daughter thinks that I have a girlfriend. LOL. And the second pair is for the mannequin that I made of you. It's just missing the shoes. And I was like,
No.
oh my God.
That is so
What else do you
creepy.
have? And like, how did you get it? And what?
Oh no. Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
That's
I've gotten some doozies. I've been
legit
doing this
terrifying.
for a long time.
Oh my God.
But wait, there's more.
No. No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I know.
That's like, what Hannibal? Like that's Hannibal levels.
Right?
That's so creepy.
It's so creepy.
Oh.
I know.
I hope that came to your store and not your home.
They came to
Okay.
my store. So this was, I think I was maybe in season 3 or 4 of the show when I got that one.
Jeez.
They love me in prison. Big fans.
I've gotten a few calls from prison, and I'm like, who? Like they have those collect calls. I'm like, how are they getting my? And I'll hang up, but I'm also like, I wonder if he's cute.
Stop it.
I mean, my track record.
What exactly are your charges, sir?
How big are your biceps?
Did you kill somebody? Was it justified?
It was justified. We're good.
I feel like you're innocent. Do you find that often these people know who you are and what your job is when you meet up with them? And I mean,
So it depends, because like Raya, connects to your Instagram, but those are other people in the industry, so they usually get it. So that's kind of a non-issue. It's more like, the Hinges and the Bumbles of the world where they're like maybe Googling you. I don't put my Instagram on there, but you can still find someone, and or if people who are super fans of Parks and Rec, that's happened a few times, and you don't know till you get on the date, and you're like, oh no, what am I gonna do here?
do they ever just treat you like Brandi Maxxx? Do they get confused between
So there was one,
the real person and your
absolutely, there was one
character?
guy, he asked me out, and he said, I Googled you. You're like a real actress, huh? I was like, yeah. And I was like, what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm an actor too. I was like, oh, great. How's that going for you? And he's like, really great. And I don't want to say who it is. So he said he was in this very big action movie. And I said, oh, okay. And I was thinking maybe he was an extra or something, but he was so defensive the whole date. He kept saying like, do you have a problem with that? Because he took me to a place that was like almost like a frat bar. And I was like, why would he take? And he doesn't drink. And then I was like, oh, you don't drink, which is no problem for me. But he's like, no, it doesn't fit in with my fitness lifestyle. Do you have a problem with that? And like that continued on throughout the date. So I didn't want to make him defensive.
Do you have a problem?
It was so
with
strange. And I said,
that? I think the first time somebody said something like that to me, I'd be like, okay.
I know.
I feel like you're a little aggressive.
I know. And then he goes, so he says he's in this big movie. And I said, oh, what did you play? And he goes, and I thought he was going to say he was an extra or something. And he said, oh, I was, how do I do this without telling you who it is? He goes, oh, I played the title superhero character, is what he said. And I said, oh. And I know that I was not on a date with I know who the celebrity who played that was. And I know he could not big enough to be the stand-in.
He was.
And then he goes, oh, no, it was that superhero, XXX by Vivid. And my jaw just dropped because he was such a he had his picture looked like Steve Carell on 40-Year-Old Virgin. Like he was not something, maybe you could equate the monsters that I normally date being in porn, but not this guy. So I was just it was so peculiar to me. And he goes, do you have a problem with that? I was like, no, it's like if you were a garbage truck driver, whatever floats your boat. And then he goes, it's like we're both in porn. And I was like, well, hold on.
No.
I played one on a TV show, no shame, but they are a little bit different. He's like, well, it's really helped my mainstream career. It's got me a lot more exposure. I'm like, I'll bet it has.
For sure.
I'll bet it has. So, there's, yeah.
I was doing, I had this appearance party, whatever, with this rapper. We were doing some work together, and he brought a date, and it was this very busty blonde woman, and she was very pretty. And I had to sit next to her. We were in kind of like one of those round boofy type tables. And I was just trying to be friendly. I was like, oh, so what do you do? And she said, I teach tantric sex for the Playboy channel. And I was like, oh, how's that work?
Amazing.
Like,
Oh.
okay, tell me more. Like, how do you?
Oh, wow.
How do you teach tantric sex for the Playboy channel? She went pretty in depth. I was like, oh man, I feel like I wish I hadn't asked that. But,
That's amazing.
But he was gone like the whole dinner, and I'm just sitting there with her, and then I'm like, how do I get up? Like, what's my exit strategy here?
Oh.
I don't even know what to do.
Oh, no.
This has been the weirdest conversation I've ever had.
That's amazing. Yeah. Exit strategies are always hard for me. Even with the guy I just told you about, like I didn't know how to get out. I was like, oh, I got to be up early. He's like, why? I'm like, church. He's like, tomorrow's Saturday. I'm like, yeah, I go to this Saturday church, and just trying to get out. Like I'm always so bad at it.
I've had one that was just so bad. One scenario where I was like, what is the like most ridiculous, shocking thing that I can say that'll just leave them being like, did she just fucking say that? I was like, oh man, you know what? I gotta go. I gotta poop. I was like, I have to go. Oh
my God,
and he was
amazing.
Like, okay. And didn't even question it. There was no, I just, I was like, gotta get out of here.
That's incredible.
You have to do that in some scenarios where you just have to say something completely unhinged.
Oh my God, that's incredible. I need
like,
to try that one time. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm on this cleanse.
Yeah, gotta go.
You don't even have to say that. You just say that one little phrase, and they're like, oh my God. Okay, leave, please.
Yeah.
Immediately. I won't call you. Thank
so
God.
Good.
I don't even have to block you.
Oh, my goodness. That's amazing.
Yeah, but if they're here for it, that's a really big red flag.
Oh, yeah.
I have to assume.
No. Oh, no.
Let's talk about this little nugget.
Coconut. Yeah, she's a precious little hilarious creature.
Did you think that she was going to have more of a following than you?
No. Student surpasses teacher. Oh, we're talking about you, huh? She's so cute. I didn't know she was going to be this small. Like, I just thought getting another Chihuahua.
She's so tiny.
And then she just grew 1 pound. She was 1 pound when I got her. Now she's 2 pounds. And then just a delightful little hilarious creature.
She really is. And you just, decided to make videos. And
yeah, and they just kind of took off. She has some, viral ones. And people seem to enjoy tiny, cute, furry things, which I understand. I do the same.
I get it. I follow a lot of dogs on Instagram. I do.
They bring so much joy.
I do. I really do. It's true.
They're so fun.
Not cats so much, but
Yeah. Dogs
definitely
are special.
dogs.
They're funny
They
little
just have so much
munchkins.
personality.
They really do.
Yeah. They're so damn cute.
She knows you're talking
So
about
why
her.
coconut?
So I wanted to go with an M name because my previous Chihuahua was Monroe from Marilyn Monroe, and I love M's, Mara Marini. And but then I met her, and I'm like, you're a little coconut. And I feel like I have a tie to the island because I grew up going there with my grandma in Hawaii, and my parents still have a place there and stuff. So it just works. I love the beach, coconut. Just feel like it was her. So
I feel like it's her. So was there a viral video in particular that caused her to kind of blow up, or do you think it was partially your own persona, or
it was probably just a little mix of both, maybe? But I think it's mostly her. Her followers don't follow me.
Really, they don't follow you?
Her own little world. I mean, there was one that I did where it's when he asks you to pay, and then I open my purse and it's just her in there. That one had 7 million views, and they just kind of sort of well,
they're funny too.
They're funny,
the videos
silly,
that you come up with,
yeah. And
that's mostly her.
She knows her angles. She knows she gets a treat
knows her
after,
angles.
so it's a win-win.
She's pretty easy to shoot videos of.
Yeah.
My dog not so much. Making those videos, you have to come up with those. You have to be kind of funny yourself. Has it been, it's
been
fun. It's a fun way to kind of express yourself
I think
and
sometimes
show your talent, through the dog.
Yeah. I think sometimes I get in my head more about my own account because it's I know when social media first started, I was one of the first people on Twitter. Twitter sent me shirts. I connected with all these amazing tech people. I love being the early adopter to apps and to techie things like that. But then, when people were like, no one's going to follow, like, what is Twitter? And then all of a sudden, a few years later, everyone's on it. But it was so freeing to just say whatever I wanted. But now I kind of have to curate because, you know, I have casting, producers, writers, people follow you, and that could affect your future job. So I feel like I take more time thinking through what I'm going to post versus coconut can just be fun. And so that's just kind of a fun outlet for me.
I get that 100%. You know, it's kind of one of those things, you know, where you have to either make it a private account or, you know, make sure HR from whatever job you're trying to get, you know, doesn't see what you posted.
I know.
You know, once you put it, I told my kids this because I never let them have social media growing up. I not like all the way through high school, nothing. They're like, Mom, we're the only kids. I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Good for
you know, like that is just a breeding ground for you to fuck up your life.
Yeah.
You know, like
It's
you guys
true.
are not mentally equipped at this age to do it. And, you know, even grown-ups aren't mentally equipped to do it.
Yes.
Once it's on the internet, it is there forever and you cannot get rid of it.
It's so true. Good
sorry.
For you. I know.
You know?
I know. And it's so easy to just be like, you can even, things can get taken out of context even if you're trying to come from a good place. So
absolutely.
I really overthink
I feel like reading
my own
text, you know, is, you know, you don't know how to read it necessarily.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll take it differently. Like,
100%.
Are you being aggressive or was this a joke? I don't understand.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I know. I missed that connection of, you know, kind of just hearing a voice and hearing the tone and, you know, I'm like, you can put 3 exclamation points, or I can put, you know, all in capital letters. My landlord texts me in all capital letters. I'm like, why are you yelling at me? You know, I don't understand.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. So you went to the American Academy of the Dramatic Arts. That's a great school.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, and you have worked very hard to get where you are.
Yeah.
And you still continue to struggle to get parts. How does it feel to see some 15-year-old girl or some girl, you know, just, you know, make a video and get all of these hits, and you have worked hard your entire life towards this goal, and they're making all of this money and they're getting all of this attention, and you are back here like actually like honed this craft and they're getting, you know, all the notoriety.
Yeah, I think I have friends that are quite like upset about that piece. I mean, this LA campus actually just closed. I just went to the goodbye, which was really sad, like last month, because of that very thing. Like only the New York campus is going to survive, and people don't really want to train anymore because they do just want to go onto the. And for me, I just sort of look at them as very different things. Like I never went into this just because I want to be famous. I do love acting so much, and so I think you can have both. I think my industry's changed, like it's just changed so much. It's not the industry that I wanted to be part of when I was 4 years old and just like starry-eyed, that you sort of have to adapt with the times. I don't really look at them as the same thing, but I try not to judge it either because everything's always advanced. Like when there was talkies, and then there was, you know, first there was just radio shows, then there was movies, then there's talkies, and like all these things. I don't know what this is going to evolve into, but you know, so I try to have a positive look on it. Otherwise, you just get depressed.
So you don't deflate completely, but
yeah.
I mean, it's just I'm talking about how you just work so hard, and they're not really, you know, they're just like, well, let's just throw up a video, a picture of my ass, you know, or something, you know, and
I know,
and
yeah,
you know, this is a craft that you have worked so hard on and something that you love so much, and it's so saturated now, and it's so much more difficult. And you're like, hey,
so different.
I went to school for this. Like,
I know.
I'm really good, I swear. You know?
I know. Yeah, it's interesting for sure. And yeah, I just don't know what it's going to all like evolve into. It's like, who knows what things are going to be like 5-10 years from now. Things are moving so fast that it's interesting to like, who knows?
I know. It's changing dramatically.
Yeah.
Overnight.
I know.
It's kind of brutal.
Yeah.
But are you working on something right now?
Well, writing a lot, which is fun. I just found out I'm on hold for something that might take me to Canada for a couple months, which is exciting. Thank God it's in the summer. If I get it, knock on wood. But I don't know yet, so I can't see too much. But yeah, and then I have those movies coming out next year, which I'm excited about. Obviously, like the Coconut takes her pet collagen, and I take my collagen. I love helping people with wellness and stuff like that. So on my social media, that's been fun. And yeah, that's kind of my life.
What's on your vision board? Like, what's your dream scenario to
Well,
happen?
I would love to have my own sitcom one day. That would be like the dream of all dreams. So that's definitely up there. But what's funny is vision boards really work. I had only one guy on my vision board, and it was The Rock. And the day, literally like 2 days after I made that, I'm not kidding you, I walk into the gym, The Rock stand-in walks in, and I end up dating him. I mean, I should have been more specific that I want certain personality traits because that's what makes The Rock so special. But it worked. I manifested it.
Dwayne Johnson, if you're listening.
He's married. That's what makes him even more wonderful. He's married and he's lovely and he's faithful. So there's got to be another one out there.
Oh, I truly hope he is all of those things. You know, behind the scenes, it's easy to form those opinions.
I know.
But,
I hope so.
You know. Well, you know, I don't necessarily hope he gets divorced for you, but I do like you a lot, so I hope that happens for you. You know,
I don't want to ruin any lives, but I do hope that there's another one like him out there somewhere.
I'm sure there is.
Thanks.
Even better.
Thank you.
Even better.
Is that possible?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of guys that took a picture with a turtleneck and a chain and a fanny pack.
True. Somewhere out there.
Somewhere out there. A lot of kids, a lot of people just in general are just looking to break in. You know, a lot of dogs want, you know, their own Instagrams to blow up. Do you have any advice for the kids and dogs out there?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's so different than when I was, you know, coming in. But at the same time, it's like, it's the same concept of really just trying to attack it from every angle you can. Like, if you really love creating, you're not going to just kind of sit around and wait for your agent. You're going to also create and make stuff. And that is sort of the beauty of social media, is you can put stuff out there and see what sticks, or see and maybe get someone's attention that you wouldn't have been able to get.
Yeah.
So there's pros and cons. I would say, obviously, you sort of have to have a social media presence now. Like, that is one thing that obviously, you know, is different from when I started. But I think if you really love it, you just want to create, and just create for the fun of it, and put yourself out there and see kind of what sticks. But I would also say, go take a class or two. And, you know,
put your
dive
ego
in.
aside, because you are going to get your feelings hurt.
Yeah, you have to have thick skin.
And you have to have a side gig to pay your rent.
Yeah, I had so many
out.
side jobs. Oh my God. I had
Like
like
what?
8,000. Well, I worked at a tanning salon. I was a princess at like kids' parties, which was hard for me
I can
because I
see
was
that. Oh my God.
and then I was never actually in the restaurant industry. I was a hostess for a bit, but I worked the door at nightclubs with a fake ID because I wasn't old enough to be in them yet, and that was really hard for me because I had to be
You
kind of
took
like
IDs? And
and I said who could get
I was
in
like, you
or
definitely
who could
weren't the
not get
bouncer.
in. That was so interesting. But I've had some weird, gosh, I mean, I think of PTSD, so I blocked a lot of them, but I've had some weird ones. Yeah, I mean.
So, oh God, I feel like it gets so much worse if you're saying you have PTSD. Like,
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
I mean, did you shovel shit? I would like, what created that? Were you a fluffer?
No.
I don't
Oh,
even know what a
God.
fluffer is.
You don't know what a fluffer is?
I don't know exactly what does that entail. What does a fluffer job entail?
From what I understand, as a Boogie Nights aficionado and doing research for my role for Parks and Rec, I think a fluffer is essentially getting that person ready for the scene, whatever that need, whether that's whatever part of the body they need to help that part of the body engage for the scene. Do you see what I'm saying? They're helping you.
God damn it! I thought my mind did not go there at all. Okay,
that's what I understood. Am I wrong? Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
a job.
That is a job. I thought like Or your ass is shiny or something, or let me do that, or let me fix your hair.
Oh, maybe they also do
Or,
other things, but I thought that was their main job.
Okay. Learn something new every day, guys. Oh, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me. This is so fun.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you want more content, like and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Mara, if people want to follow you, where can they find you?
I'm at Popgloss everywhere, POPGLOSS. And then Coconut is Teacup Coconut if you want some joy in your life.
It's quite joyful, actually. She's so tiny, you guys. You want to go move over to the couch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
To the casting couch and have a non-alcoholic beverage with me.
Love it.
Have a little after party.
This sounds
What do you think,
great.
Coconut?
Coconut's in. She's
Yeah.
always in for an after party.
Guys, if you want access to the after party, check out the episode notes for the Patreon and like and subscribe.